Hello everybody and welcome to another American Airlines Admirals Club review, this time of the Philadelphia International Club between Terminals B and C. Philadelphia does have, I believe, 4 American Airlines clubs, and this is one of them. And this is also on the same trip that I did the Raleigh-Durham Club, so sit back and enjoy. Okay, so here in Philly, about to hit the Admirals Club between B and C terminal. Let's see how this goes. So walking in, you can see your desks off to your right for admission, and to the left, the boards are displaying the flight times. I generally get admission to these clubs for free from the American Airlines City Card that I ended up picking up for a little bit of assistance on the travel and also for the extra points and miles. As you can see here, we're entering the club. This club is the longest one that I've been in. That's mostly because of the terminal construction. You're going to see it's very long, not very wide, so kind of has a little bit of a cramped feel, and also everything's gray, so it's a little dreary. It does have windows to the outside, which you're going to see a little bit later, so you can at least watch the planes. But this club is very long. It's quite if you need to stretch your legs, it's a great place to get a walk in. You can see the restrooms there off to the right as we're going through, and we're just going to walk through the entire club so I can give you guys kind of an idea of the size of this. As you can see, off to the right, you've got your cubicles for work or private phone calls or charging stations. You've got your magazine rack and a little bit more workstation off there to the right. And over to the left here, you can see a pretty decent capacity here overall. You've got your coffee station, you've got your kind of breakfast stations over there, which is pretty much the same food that was in the Raleigh-Durham and other clubs that I've been in. You've got your bar there off to the right, and of course it's a morning time, but you can't fly on one wing, so you might as well have something. And over here is the overall kind of warm food stand and kind of breakfast stand. They always have the traditional porridge, and you've got your coffee stand over there, which is very similar to Ewan with your cappuccino machine, your 3 types of coffee, and of course all your coffee accessories. A second bathroom here overall, and you can kind of see from the front of the back the entire club, and just kind of going back for a walk through here. And this club is, like I said, is one of the longer ones, so if you need to stretch your legs a little bit, get some walking in, this is definitely the club for you. And kind of walking around, you can see kind of how it is. Just from my own personal observation, it was kind of a rough one for the staff to keep up with as far as cleanliness. A lot of things left out for a while, and the chairs were pretty worn. But this is a hub, and obviously this means it gets a lot of traffic. And you can see a little bit of the view there. And we're cycling back to the bar, and you can see some of the signs there. At the bar, they're going to have food for order, which we'll have to pay for. And they'll have drinks as well, which you can order. Of course, I ended up going with a little bit of a morning starter there with a screwdriver, and you can see the different things here, the free cards for the internet, and also kind of how the bar's stocked. And they've got pretty much anything you can think of. And off to the end of the bar there, you can see like the tea, the water options, and everything else. And as far as the drink goes, very well mixed. The bartenders were really on it there, and it's always good to kind of have one of these as a sort of day starter. If you're going to be traveling early in the morning and woke up and had to get an early connection. As we're walking through here to the other side, you can see the view of the planes, which since I'm a plane person, I always like to sit out there, kind of watch people working on the apron and everything else, and kind of seeing the variety of all the planes that are taking off or getting ready for the jets. And as we're walking out here, you can see everything's kind of painted in a gray feeling, so very neutral. Not very vibrant. While the natural sunlight does help, it's kind of a very office space like feel with all of the cubicles and everything else that they have. And you can see a lot of in and out traffic, as this is kind of the mid-morning, so very busy, and everybody just kind of relaxing, taking time between their flights. The internet on this, of course, was pretty much boilerplate, worked very well, no complaints, as we kind of walk through here and out of the club. Overall for the club, I would have to say that the B and C club, I kind of compare it to the CLT club, which I'll probably be reviewing at some later flight. A lot of traffic, a lot of people. Cleanliness sometimes can be questionable, but overall, it is what it is. It's a great place to spend some time, especially if you have the card, which gets you access for free. And this is me walking out of the club, and you can kind of see the view there. Just more natural light, more planes, and everything else. So if you do get a chance to stop in Philly, maybe there's some better clubs I haven't been in, but overall, that's a B and C club. A great place to stretch your legs overall. Okay, so overall, that was probably one of the, in terms of length, the longest Admiral clubs I've been in, but that's more of the design of the concourse and fitting that thing in. Overall, pretty solid. you know, nice ambiance. Always gotta love a good view. Bar service was good. Food was good. A few worn chairs and everything else like that, but Philadelphia is more of a high traffic area, so that's understandable. But overall, that's the B/C terminal Philly club, or the C/D one. I could have messed that up, but yeah. So obviously, highly recommend if you get the chance to go in there. And thank you for watching the quick little review.